Welcome back to the Hotel Orloff. It's a Sunday afternoon. Um, David Wilcock is on live, and I'm recording it though. I'll watch it later tonight with my wife. Gonna go upstairs, do a little organizing before the big live stream that's going to start. Let's see, right now it's about 1:45, and it'll start about 3 o'clock Central, and we're going to have Night Tiger Comics on as a guest. Not at the beginning, but he'll be coming in later, and I've invited some other people. Hopefully they'll show up. So you could come along too if you haven't. If I forgot to invite you, some people I don't know how to invite. Anyway, come on in and we'll look at comics tonight. But for right now, I've got stuff to do upstairs. So let's go up there, turn off the light switch, and head on up. It's kind of a rainy day here in rural Retreat, Virginia. Again, we're getting ready for Christmas here. Yeah, we were in the middle of organizing yesterday, and I got distracted by the fact that the camera shut off. So, come on, man. Come on, man. So, oh, the music shut off. What's going on here? What is this communism? Why is it? Oh well. Let me plug you in before the battery dies. All right. What am I doing here? Oh, okay. Well, all right. I'm trying to remember what I was doing yesterday. Oh, there we go. This is what I was looking for. Okay, so I took this magazine box lid. It was taped shut when we were moving. My mother-in-law didn't quite understand how these comic book boxes and boxes and magazines. She taped it shut like it was a moving box. And it's like, oh well, people that aren't collectors just don't get it. These bags and boards were donated as a birthday present from Captain Strangelove, and then the boards. Yeah, I was in desperate need for bags and boards. I've got to pull out some Golden Age comics and stuff for when Night Tiger visits later, because you kind of have to step up your game, because he collects big time stuff from the past. Okay. This Dennis the Menace Christmas special is already bagged and boarded. I know where that needs to go. Okay, I see what I've got to do. This Iron Man is another present. This was sent to me from Charlton 66. He's got it in a Golden Age bag and board, which I could use for a Golden Age comic. And now I have Silver Age bags and boards, so I'm going to take this Silver Age comic out and put it into a Silver Age bag and board. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. Take a look at this. Johnny Craig, the great EC artist, did some art for EC around this time, which I thought it was great, but some people at Marvel didn't think he was a good fit for superhero comics, so he wasn't there long, but I don't know. I think they were wrong. Wow. Wonderful, wonderful smell of an old comic. Let's put it into this bag and this board. All right. So, how are you guys doing on this rainy Sunday afternoon? It's in the 30s outside. Okay. Seems like there was another one that was in a Silver Age bag and board. Oh, yes. Okay. These, it's hard to come by Golden Age bags and boards. There are some comic stores that don't even stock them because they don't have many customers that have good taste enough to actually be buying the Golden Age books. Here is a Jimmy Olsen book, another gift from Charlton 66. Damn. This is the... Just can't tell you how wonderful this stuff is. Yeah, as soon as I finish this episode that I'm filming right now, I'm going to go downstairs and start the stream. I hope that Dr. Fibes sees my message and he comes in as he was showing some of his books, his comics, and it was a wonderfully curated collection. Hopefully he'll come on and show some of his books tonight. I'm hoping, and Night Tiger will be there, yeah, I don't know. I don't ever really know who's going to show up. It's going to be a surprise. Okay, this is also in a Golden Age bag and board. So that goes there. Okay, I'm getting confused. So, I tend to do this. I don't remember who taught me this. I put the board into the bag, and then I slide the comic in. And I've been told by experienced collectors like Captain Strangelife, he doesn't like to do it that way. He puts the comic on the board and then slides them both in together. But it's just whatever you're comfortable with. Incredible stuff. This is Jimmy Olsen, number 129. Technically, the name of the comic is Superman's Pal, Jimmy Olsen. And I always put Superman's Pal, Jimmy Olsen, and Superman's Girlfriend, Lois Lane, right after my Superman books in the box, instead of under J and L. It just makes more sense. And there's so many Spider-Man titles, a lot of them I never even bothered with. But I have The Amazing Spider-Man, not under A, but under S, and then all other Spider-Man titles that are, of course, inferior to The Amazing Spider-Man go after that. Okay, it's another Golden Age bag and board I'll reuse, and it was on Superman's Girlfriend Lois Lane, number 52. With this wonderful, fantastic Kurt Schaffenberger art. Is this before they credited artists? Yeah, at this point they weren't crediting artists in the DC Comics. I gotta wake up, man. Okay. This stuff needs to go in the Silver Age boxes. I guess I'll put a bag and board on Saber. It's not a Silver Age book, but okay. And then when the camera rudely shut off yesterday, we were looking at these Radioactive Man comics, and I have them filed with under S for Simpsons, but I'm thinking, I just had this thought right now, why don't I file these with my Silver Age books, because they just look appropriate there. This is the way that I believe Hans, Captain Strangelove, does it. He puts it, on, then slides it in, and I guess that's a good way. Yeah, I guess that's probably a little bit safer. I don't know. Yeah, I may put the Radioactive Man comics. I don't know. Does that even make any sense? Does anything really need to make sense? I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. Yeah, well, maybe it doesn't make sense, but that's how I'm doing it. See, there's another issue of Radioactive Man. And this one's made to look more like one of those Archie superhero titles. Man, I've never even seen this comic. That looks kind of interesting. Yeah, well, how about that? Okay. This one's made to look more like a Bronze Age book with the window. It's really, really well done. It even has the little blurb down at the bottom like Marvel used to do in the early Bronze Age books to promote other titles. Okay. And this may be the whole run of these Radioactive Man comics. No, there's two more. There's oh, look, there's an inside cover. Okay. There's an 80-page giant of Radioactive Man. Really is clever what they did with these books. You know, there's, as far as parody, superhero parody books, there was Not Brand Echh in the 60s from Marvel. There was the Inferior Five over at DC, and ACG, American Comics Group, had Herbie. Who else has done a parody? There was Captain Carrot in the 70s, which was a funny animal superhero comic. And, you know, there's this Radioactive Man, and there was also Megaton Man and Flaming Carrot. I'm sure there are some others too that were parodies of comics that were well done. Okay, well, I have 2 copies of this issue, so whatever. Okay. This book is kind of debatable whether you put it on a bookshelf or you bag and board it. I'm going to bag and board it. Yeah, my wife's working till 8 o'clock tonight, and then she's going to take a shower, so I should be able to be doing this live stream till about 9, maybe. You know. Let's see. I mean, I could do it later, but I feel like a heel doing that. Okay. Okay, I need to close up these boxes of these direct distributed independent comics, whatever. I guess I'll put a bag and board on this Star Wars comic. It's got Al Williamson art, so it does deserve respect. And Star Wars used to be a respectable thing until Disney bought it. Anyway, so I have freed up 4 Golden Age bags and boards. I'll put these over here. I've got, there's the Classics Illustrated that I like to bag and board. First Men on the Moon. Yes, indeed. Okay, so I've got some Classics Illustrated I need to file. Let's put these here. That goes there. This this goes here. Well, this flash looks like, is this the Golden Age size? Looks like. Yes, it is. Okay, so Captain Strangelove. Well, I kind of don't want to take it away from the writing, because that's Hans's writing telling about the book, that it's issue 170. Oh, and this is the way he, instead of using tape, he cuts the edges. You've seen it on his show, and folds it over. And this is a heavy Mylar bag. He has it valued at $20, 1967. Very good to find. But I'm gonna reuse the bag for something else, because I need gold. I've got Golden Age. You have Golden Age books, you don't have them bagged and boarded. You kind of are. You kind of come across as a jerk. So, oh, this is really nice condition. This is a book I've been wanting for literally for decades, because I have a childhood record with this image on the cover, the origin of the Flash and everything, and it's amazing. Look at this. I'm just mesmerized by these Silver Age books. Look at this great ad. The Haunted House Mystery Bank. Do any of you have one of those? Polaris nuclear sub. I was on the phone yesterday trying, but the president wouldn't answer. I was telling him, hey, just send a bunch of these Polaris nuclear subs, the cardboard ones. They were $6.98 back in 1967. And just send them to Zelensky and just say, then you can just keep the rest of the $1 billion for your family, man. Distribute them among Hunter and Spencer and all your little kids that you shower with. Just keep the money and send them cardboard weapons. All right. Well, it fits snug as a bug in there. And that was an expression my mother used. Snug as a bug. Yes, indeed. Okay, so this stuff needs to be. Yeah, that goes there. That goes there. Okay. Radioactive Man. Radioactive Man, where monsters dwell. Iron Man would go after Flash. Then Superman is after Radioactive Man. Then this drives me crazy. Okay, I'm gonna double check, because for years I've been. This bag needs to be replaced anyway. This. Do you file this under S or N? And I'm going to check in the indicia, or however you pronounce that stupid word, and see, is the actual formal title Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., or just S.H.I.E.L.D.? I think it's Nick Fury. Did I just see something? I was wondering if paper just flew off just then. Like maybe the paper up here. I need to be more careful. Okay, so whatever, dude. Yeah, the title is Nick Fury, so it needs to go under N. So this one has a interesting smell. Okay. Yes, indeed. Bagging and boarding causes you to have to go to the chiropractor for long periods of time. If you do it too long and too intensively. And then your insurance only pays for so many visits to the chiropractor. And then you wind up with bills, which I discovered back in the old country. There we go. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, so IJKLM. I have a hankering to watch old episodes of The Electric Company, and I think I'm going to do that. So it's all as my mind degenerates. I tend to seek comfort in the television shows I was forced to watch as a youth in elementary school. They would wheel a TV set in. At certain times of the day, they'd wheel a TV set in, and they knew what times of the day the Electric Company was going to play on PBS, and they would make us watch it. And, well, Spider-Man's on it, even though that's not quite the Spider-Man I know from the comics, but it was entertaining enough. Got some cool animation. Not as good as its... as the version for younger kids. Electric Company, I think, was the superior program overall. Okay. Before I seal up this box, what else do I need to put into it? This Star Wars comic. Okay. Whatever. Okay, then I need to file Saber in. Alright. Then I gotta file these Spencer Spook comics in. Comic not many people are aware it even exists. Are you serious? You want to see my Spawn collection? Here's the first issue of Spawn I have. I bought this because I thought this Angel character was cool. This, I believe her name is Angela. It's a very creative name. I even have a big action figure of her. These are all ones that I bought from comic stores back in the old days, the 1990s. Okay, I'll go ahead and I'll bag and board it, even though there's like literally millions of mint condition copies of this book existing, and I imagine it's essentially worthless, but I don't know. That character, I think, later was moved over to Marvel. Am I correct in that? And then there's another one I've got. It's the same girl on the cover. I think that's the extent of my Spawn collection. Spawn, I looked at it, I watched some of the cartoons on HBO, I saw the live action movie, I was aware of the comic, I was aware it was popular. What was it about it? I mean, the art looks good enough, it looks good art. Why wasn't I drawn to it? I don't know. Maybe there's nothing. Is there anything really interesting about the character of Spawn? Does he have a character arc? Does he grow? Does he... Oh, I take it. I have the Spawn comic that came with a toy. And I guess, you know, when those action figures came out, they were cool looking. I mean, I don't know. Plus, I was distracted with a lot of other things in the 1990s going on. Um, in some ways, the 1990s seem like yesterday, and in some ways, it seems like a long time ago. But oh, and I have the Spawn Bible. Don't take this to church. It's like they tell you, turn in your Bible to page. You know, that's. I guess I bought it because it's like a little manual, shows you all the different characters. I thought maybe, I guess, you know, maybe I was just interested in that, the character design, the design of that Angela character. I think I probably would have been more inclined to buy an Angela comic than a Spawn comic. I don't know. I'm not knocking Spawn. It just was not ever something that grabbed me. Just like the McFarlane issues of Spider-Man didn't grab me, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles never grabbed me. But this stuff came out when I was 30. You know, I wasn't the target market. The target market of this was 11, 12-year-olds, maybe 9-year-olds. This probably is amazing to kids that age. But, you know, maybe I was, it's not like I was grown. I don't know. Why am I explaining to you why I don't? You don't deserve an explanation. Just suck it up and just realize you don't need to know these things. Just the way it is, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, fantastic. What else? All right, it's time to put the lid on this box, man. What else is in here? Oh, we were talking about parody superheroes, and I forgot about the Tick. The Tick is a better. I thought the Tick was a better as a cartoon on Saturday morning in the 1990s. I think it was better as a cartoon than it was as a comic book. Because when I looked at the comic, my friend Ryan was always telling me I should read the Tick, and I'd look at it and it looked crude and just crudely drawn. And then the cartoon I thought was amazing, so I thought maybe I should give this comic a chance, and then the comic still wasn't as good. One of those times when the adaptation's better than the source material. I could be wrong. You're probably cursing at the screen right now telling me I'm wrong. Oh well. Que sera sera. Here's 3D Danse Macabre. Yeah. How about that? Okay. Yeah, buddy. This comic book universe looked really interesting. Tom Strong and all these comics that came out from Alan Moore. I bought a few of them, but it was just all of a sudden it was overwhelming. There were so many of them, and I thought, man, this is probably great, but I'm kind of behind, and it was like an explosion of stuff that looked interesting. But, you know, I was probably 40 when that stuff came out, and it's like, when the Atlas Seaboard stuff came out in 1975 and I was 10, it was amazing. I was buying them all up, and when another explosion happens when you're 40, you're like, okay, well, I've been there, done that, you know. And maybe I should seek more of these out. What do you guys think? Tell me down below. There was this trouble with girls. I have a few of them. That's something I don't know whether I should pull the trigger on, take the plunge down that rabbit hole. I don't know anything. What else is in this? Oh. Now this is my kind of comic book, Trump's Space Force. Did they only make one issue? I need to know if there is other issues of Trump's Space Force. That's my kind of stuff. This was a cool American version of 2000 AD. I guess I should throw this in a bagging board. I should have put a bunch of these boards inside bags before I started filming. What do you think? I probably should save these bags and boards for Silver Age, because see, this is one of the. When did this come out? Probably late 70s, maybe very early 80s. But the comics are already made so small that it's leaves a lot of space, which is okay. So how's the weather where you're at? Doing? I'm sure it's fantastic. How about those basketball players? Aren't they great? How about that Taylor Swift? What a great musical artist, ladies and gentlemen. And how about that weather? Hey, I gotta go to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. And I don't know how to edit, so you're just gonna have to entertain yourself. For Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. If only in my dreams. What am I doing, man? What am I looking for? Nothing's in order, man. This box says it's Classics Illustrated and Dennis the Menace. So you can see I don't have that many Classics Illustrated if I can't even fill up a short box with them. But a lot of these Classics Illustrated are not bagged and boarded. So The Pioneers, number 37. What am I doing? Where do I put this stupid? All right, put it down here. There's too many Dennis the Menace books in here. I'm going to take some of them out. So there's not room enough to get into this box. Here's is Bret Hart's Western Stories. This is Classics Illustrated number 62. The Scottish Chiefs, number 67. What is the issue I'm trying to put in? Oh, 144. Here's Wuthering Heights, 59. The Conquest of Mexico, number 156. Oh, we can put First Man on the Moon in front of that. These aren't in order at all. Here's number 77. Look at that. The Iliad. I'm going to put that in a bag and board. If you're watching this and it's after 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock Central, come on over. You can watch this show later. Come on over to the live stream and hang out. See if any others are in here screaming for, oh, this is my childhood copy of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. National Lampoon did a parody of this particular issue about an alcoholic, and it had a great painted little cover. Yeah. Well, it's a childhood copy, so I got a bag and board it. Right. How are we doing? 42 minutes and 14 seconds. This is number 13, but, you know, it's a later printing. Yeah, these are all just thrown in here. There's no real point in me trying to alphabetize them right now, because here's a couple of Classics Illustrated Juniors. There's only one person out watching that cares, and that's Micah, Graphic Man, and he already owns every single one of these, and so he's bored too. So let's we got those Classics Illustrated put where they need to be. So now let's move on from there. Where'd that Dennis the Menace book go? Man, Lady Luck it is. Oh, I'm going to pull down a box of Golden Age comics that I'm going to haul downstairs for the live stream. I'm trying to think of the stupid word for that. All I want for Christmas is your front 2 teeth. And I've got the brass knuckles to get them. That would be a good song for, like, if a wrestler ever recorded a Christmas record, that would be all I want for Christmas is your 2 front teeth. Okay. Crime, Haunt of Fear, John Carter. Will this go to L? Yeah, I'm gonna put this Lady Luck into this box. Even though it's not technically Golden Age, it's reprinting Golden Age. That's where it's going, man. Ooh. This is an Archie comic. And I think that will fit in a Silver Age bag. Because it's cut smaller. And I think it should be in the Arch. No, it will not. I was wrong. I'll use one of these Silver Age bags. In fact, I'll use the one that had Flash in it. It seemed like it was smaller. I see why Strange Life doesn't like to do it this way, because he uses these Mylars. They're heavier duty, and they feel like they will cut the books. I had like just regular bags or Mylites. Yeah, I completely agree why he slides them in on the little cardboard slab. And this must be in this box and not with the Archies, because it's too wide to fit in the regular box. Must be the reason. There's gotta be a reason. Always a reason. And this little Abner, this is a big, wide, super old, maybe my oldest comic I own. Will this fit in one of those Silver Age? I mean, what do you call them? No, this is a Golden Age bag and board. I think this would have to be put in a magazine bag and board. This is from... Damn. I think it says 1940. Yeah, this is probably my oldest comic that I own. So it's gonna have no bag and board until I can get one. Okay. Indeed. Okay. I was going to put Lady Luck in there, and I never did, because I got distracted by that laugh comic. Yeah. I want to put this facsimile of Wiz Comics, first Captain Marvel, in one of these Silver Age. There's the other Silver Age. I'm going to haul these boxes down on the elevator. Ouch! Oh, okay. All right. I see where that stuff is. I saw Mommy killing Santa Claus. Okay. This box starts with Superman and it goes through Tales of Suspense. So this is where I can get some of this filed. Well, don't know that I'm going to be able to do any more episodes till next weekend. I have a busy week, and Wednesday is no longer the Four Color Fossils, so I won't. But I'll be watching the Graphic Man show with Captain Strangelove. But it's 128. Okay, this is 122. Another 122. 129. So 128 goes before 129. I learned that somewhere. Ooh, look at this. I think I should put this with my Golden Age books. It's, technically Atom Age, Uranium Age, Truman Age, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I think I'm going to move that. Okay, Superman's Girlfriend, Lois Lane, number 46. What is this one? Here's 64. Another, well, I have 2 copies of that one. 62. This is a beautiful cover. Look at that. She's become a senator. Beautiful, beautiful. A couple of copies of 59. What am I looking for? 46. This is one of my favorites. He's bending the light pole into a ring for her. $51. I think I have more than one. Yeah, another copy of the same issue. Why would I buy Spawn back in the 1990s when books like this were in the same store? That's kind of what I was doing. I was doing a duck and cover during the shiny foil cover era, and getting stuff like this. This is number 47. 47, that's 46, so it'll be right before it. Here's 44. Okay, that goes there. Okay, well, that's in all that I can file into this box. Ouch. What am I going to file next? Oh, Flash Comics. Yeah. There's Fantastic Four. Maybe that's the box that's over here. Yes, I already had the Flash box pulled out because I was looking to see if I had those issues of Flash, and it was never put up. So that's why I was having trouble finding it. Okay. incredible. Oh. Okay. All right. Flash number 150. This Flash comic may not fit in a Silver Age bag because it's got a rolled spine. But let's see. No, it's a little too wide. It's the number 115. I think I'll put it in one of these. Well, now the Golden Age actually fit in this box. Some of these companies make their boxes wide enough for Golden Age, and some don't. They should all be made wide enough for Golden Age. That's a snobbish thing to just make your box only fit modern or Silver Age books, I think. So here's Flash 115. And then a facsimile edition of this issue 123. And there's a real 135. And this is a coverless 157. So 150 goes in front of that. And then we're looking for one place to put 165. Okay, next comic I have collected is 156. And this is in my entire life, collecting every comic store I've gone in. I always look for Silver Age. And this is what I've acquired. I haven't gone too much above and beyond and done a lot of mail ordering and things. This is just in my travels around in the wild. This is what I've been able to find, and whenever I can find it and I can afford it, I'll buy, so this is 172. What am I trying to get it? Oh, that was 165, so I've gone too far. 156, okay. This goes in before the Grodd issue. Here's 173. Next one I'm trying to get in is, it's 170. So, okay, so this also goes in before the Grodd issue. All right, next one. Oh, this is 167. So, starting to get a pretty good little collection of these. 165, 167, 170, 168. Hans sent a message earlier saying, sorry about the cross eyes. I forgot about. I said it's okay. It gives it character. Some kid made, put in eyes. It made him cross-eyed. Yeah, that's probably the original owner, or the original owner's little brother getting a hold of the comic back, all those years ago. So, part of these comics is they have a history, and that's interesting to me. I'm not trying to, soak the covers and cleanse them of any trace that they were ever owned by an 8, 10, 13-year-old kid. Okay, here's a bunch of Hulks, then Inferior 5. I've got to file these Iron Man books. So where is that box? Watch it be underneath this. What's under this? what could this box be? Oh, that's home movies. Okay. So now I'm looking for a box to put the Iron Mans in. And also I need to find the end box for the Nick Fury comic. Oh, here we go. Inferior 5 to Marvel's Collector's Items Classics. You got to go back to the live stream several back. It has a thumbnail that shows a rotting corpse coming through a door towards this woman. I changed the thumbnail on it a couple of times, which might have caused confusion. But anyway, it's like a 5.5 hour live stream. That might help you. And in the last 2 hours, Dr. Fibes calls in and shows his magnificent mansion. You've got to see that. Go back and watch that. Far more interesting than what you're watching right now. I don't know why this keeps... Oh, because the disc ended. How about that? Okay. So we start with the Inferior 5. Here's where the DC's doing little parodies of their rivals over at Marvel. That's Inferior 5, number 10. Okay, so here we have Iron Man. This is a facsimile of Iron Man number 1, which neophytes, comic book collectors that don't really understand, think this is the first Iron Man, but it's just, no, it's the first comic that has the Iron Man masthead, logo. He was in Tales of Suspense for years before this, you know. But it's got a really cool cover, and it says number 1, but anyway, this is a facsimile, which is why it says $3.99 instead of 12 cents, or was this a 15 cent? I think it was 12. Okay, so I'm trying to get Iron Man 32, another gift. I've gotten a lot of gifts from amazing people lately. So I got a bunch of these. I don't know what issue this is because that part of the cover was sent back to get credit for the book. This one, they tore the cover off, but at this point the indicia was on the inside front cover, not down here. But someone wrote something up here. Oh, I think that says 76. So that's 70. No. Maybe this is Tales of Suspense. Let's take a darn look, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, see Captain America. This should be in my Tales of Suspense box. Okay. I was thinking the indicia was on the inside front cover in the early days of the Silver Age for Marvel. Okay, so. Alright, so that needs to be filed. Okay, so Iron Man 32. Here's Iron Man 4. This one is in terrible condition, as you can see. This one is not too good. Here's number 9. This is 10. This one, Johnny Craig is the inker, with George Tuska being the artist. Penciler. This one, George Tuska artist, Johnny Craig inker. This is number 11, also without a cover. I think I stumbled on a collection, some kids' collection 17 of coverless Iron Man books. I guess I can go ahead and put this one in a bag. Might as well. Okay, here's 34. So 32 goes in front of that. And then this one is 14. So that goes 10, 11, 17, 14. Okay. Yeah, now I've got to find the inbox for that. I'm half awake. This box here might have the DC Romance comics in it. Yes, and it does. All right. But first, I have some CDs on the top that I can show you these CDs because I got to put them over here. This is the Addams Family soundtrack. Of course, the Addams Family is one of my favorite shows of all time. Here's the Flintstones soundtrack. Let's get these guys over here in the shelving unit. Oh, there's room. Fantastic. This, I believe, is like a bootleg disc. Beach Boys, Summer Sounds, and Pet Sessions. 23 great outtakes on one CD. Yeah. There's the Go-Go's. So sue me. I like the Go-Go's. So. Don't judge me. The best of Booker T and the MGs. Boss Hogg. Remember this? Do they still do the little parental advisory sticker? Remember Tipper Gore, Al Gore's wife, going up against the heavy metal records and everything. Soundtracks to Enlight Flint and Iron Man Flint. He's kind of like part James Bond, part Doc Savage. It was those were fun movies.